All of them good.
Okay. We just want to thank April Cottle for that sign.
Hoddle.
Huh?
April Hoddle.
Hoddle. Okay. April Hoddle for that sign language story. And I don't speak any sign language, but I speak a little bit of Spanish. And I just want to say, hola, Senor Deerdorf, and hola, mis amigos. Okay.
I'm sure she'll be really proud of you. Maybe you'll get some bonus points or some extra credit.
We're looking for 10 puntos, por favor. I want 10 points extra.
Oh.
Okay, anyways.
Anyway, we'd like to remind you to call in and make donations. The number is 927-6404. We really need your support. Haven't had any calls for a while, so we're really looking for some people to call pretty soon.
Yeah, you know, call us, let us know you're watching, let us know, let us know anything, you know, if Laura's hair's messed up, call in and tell her. You know, she hates when that happens. Anyways, we need to thank some people right now. A lot of people helped us with that Jeff Hostetler tape and with transportation and such.
Do you know who that was?
Actually, I think Janet Starcher had a part in that. She transported some people to and from Morgantown.
That's wonderful, because that's a lot of gas. And
right, really definitely. Also helping with transportation, Denby Garrett actually gave us a form of transportation, which was great to be helped out by.
I think that was to Florida to do the interviews with Kane Davis.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's what Denby Garrett.
Actually, okay, Denby Garrett gave us transportation to Florida, and that's another story which Chris Lake was involved in. He's the anchor on the other set, but I'll let him tell you about that later. Anyways, right now we also want to say thanks to Steve Van Horn, who arranged that interview with Jeff Hostetler. Big help. And you know, I want to thank my mom for letting Chris Lake's mom off work, because she helped a lot, and that was just really great. Laura and I really want to thank WRCH.
Yeah, we were part of their morning show. I guess that was what it was called, and that really helped with our publicity. So that got us a lot of viewers, I'm assuming. Right.
Well, it was a lot of fun. We went down there and talked to Bob and Michelle, and they were just really friendly. They didn't try to make us look stupid or anything, so we appreciate that, you know.
That probably would have been pretty easy.
Well, probably would have been. So, you know, we should have had them on here. Well, if they'd have made us look dumb, then we'd have had them here. And we'd
made them look dumb.
We'd made them look really dumb. But
I think it's time for the art mural story.
That's exactly right.
I think about 14 people helped with that, so.
Right, it's actually a mural is kind of like a big painting, more or less, and
I've seen that. It's really nice.
It's really nice. A lot, you know, like Laura said, 14 students have worked on that under the who are they under the direction of?
I think Coach Hardman.
I think Coach Tom Hardman is involved with that, and the story was done by Scott Greathouse and James Matheny, both third-year broadcasting students.
And they both worked on the art mural too. So
right.
That was pretty interesting.
Had the inside information there. So let's go to the art mural.
This mural that you're looking at was created by Art 3 and 4 class, first term, in here in Coach Hardman's room, room 24. I'd like to list the guys that worked on this were Scott Greathouse, Steve Looney, Brandon Burgess, Brian Young, Craig Fontaine, Trevor Mertz, Todd Conley, Kevin Tallman, and Doug Tully. All these guys were in Art 3-4, and this was kind of the grand finale of our class. We're almost done with it. It's a Roane County mural. It's an acrylic painting. It's 2 feet high and it's 6 feet wide. And when we finish it up, we'd like to put a nice frame on it and give it a home here somewhere in Roane County High School. We're not sure yet. We have talked to Mr. Westfall, and I'm sure we'll find a place for it. But we're really proud of what they did. It's, like I said, it's all acrylic. As you can see on the mural itself, we've tried to include things in and about that remind people of Roane County. As you can see, we got a Heritage Park, and we've got some turkeys in there, and some cattle, and some tractors, and of course Roane County High School. And right here in the middle is the Ropey Theater, and this is Main Street with the Raiders marching down Main Street, which when we get that completely done, that'll be during the Black Walnut Festival. The Big Whistle down there at Monarch. It's just a lot of things going on in there, and like we're not quite done with it, but we're working on it. And it's to these guys' credit. Those guys that were in Art 3 and 4, they did a wonderful job. I'm really proud of what they did, and I was very fortunate to have a good class.
All right, we're back. Our turn for the camera now.
Gerald's trying to hog it. We got it back. And speaking of art, there's a Glenville Art Show. It's It was March 18th through April 14th, and this just in. We just got this a few minutes ago. Crystal Wayne is going to be in there doing pencil. Becky Wright is doing pencil. Craig Fontaine is acrylic and watercolor. Trevor Mertz is doing acrylic. Ryan Young's doing colored pencil. Amy Nichols, mixed media. And Steve Looney, wood burning. And the grand prize is a full tuition, which is really nice. That's great for a lot of the students here. Like I said, all these students are great artists. They've had art shows up here at the high school earlier this year.
They've had some pretty artistic stuff, and they have a cabinet downstairs full of displays and stuff, and really artistic people.
Yes, and we have had a chance to see these people's artwork, and they're really, really nice.
It's really good. So if you ever have a chance to stop in, look at the art section. Last year winners were first place Sarah Valsburg in pencil, first place was Tracy Jarvis in weaving, and a merit was Scott Payne in pencil, and honorable mention was Justin Farmer. And you'll see him later on tonight too. He's one of our anchors. He'll be in here, I think, about 2 or 3 times this evening. Fairmont State had an art show March 18th through March 30th. Roy Woods did mixed media, Faye Burgess colored pencil, Sherry LeMay pencil, Melissa Bice pencil, tempera, and ink, Trevor Mertz acrylic, Brian Young acrylic, Tracy Jarvis acrylic, Doug Tolley acrylic, and they get a $200 tuition. So, like to wish
That's just really good. Another really great opportunity that we have up here at the high school that I can't think of any high school off the top of my head that had this opportunity. It's broadcasting.
It's great. So how did you like broadcasting last night?
I love broadcasting.
I did too. It's just a lot of fun, and it's a great opportunity for us to work on, talking in front of the camera and communication skills.
It's great, and we're gonna throw it on over to Gerald and Laura and
let them introduce the next
that's
tape.
right.
Thank you, Chris and Jessica. You guys did a great job over there. I gotta say that.
Thanks.
Thank you.
Anyways,
Thank you.
what we have coming up next is a story on the SMS art room, which is
That actually shows the new art room, the computer room, and the new music room.
okay.
That's all new, so.
Well, just another educational advance in Roane
Right.
County. We've got this new, school
The
out
new high
here.
school, and then they're getting all
New-
new things.
Right, new studio, and now we've got this new art room over there. And actually, the tape has an interview with a student who's had the opportunity to use the art room,
Wow,
I think.
that's awesome.
Which we don't really know what his name is. We're sorry about that, but it is Robert. Robert someone being interviewed about the SMS art room. The tape was done by Misty Springston and Jason Marks, 2 of our veteran WRCH channel tours. And says here that Misty enjoys roller skating. So anyways, right now, it's time to go to that tape.
You could probably remember the playroom, which had a room out here, which was the shop area and the vocational area, probably the ag. They have been remodeling since summer, which now they have a new hallway in here and a general music class and an art room. And now they're building on a computer lab. We're going to show you a little clip of what's new. And this is Mr. Rodney Newhouse's general music class. This is the new computer lab that will be finished as soon as the computers are set up. This is Mrs. Milliken's art class, which used to be the old high school's shop area. The remodeling was funded by the bond. Many changes have been made.
This is Robbie Rhodes. I'm 14, and I like the art room better because it's a lot bigger, and there's more space to do artwork, and we can paint almost any time we want to.
Many changes have been made in the hallway right beside the playroom. For WRCH Channel 2, I'm Misty Springston.
All right, well, that was the SMS art room and Robert. So, right now we want to take this time to tell the public that we understand that there's a lot of other fundraisers going on in the community right now, and you know, there's benefit basketball games going on all the time, and
Right, everybody's asking for money. it
different
seems
money
like.
drives, and so, you know, if you can't donate to us, we understand, you know. Call us anyways, 927-6404. We'd just like to hear from you, you know. You know, it means a lot to us, just moral support. I mean, you
Just
know,
to know you're watching.
just to
and
know that
that
someone's
people
watching
are
us.
watching us.
and that, you know, we're not doing this just
For
for our own benefit. So, you know, call us, and, you know, we understand. So, anyways, you might be wondering what this is, and that's actually a doll that my great-grandmother, Vern Titus, made. She's 94 years old, and she made this doll when she was in her 80s, and she used to live down in Florida, and she made dolls and quilts and lots of stuff like that. And unfortunately, right now, she wasn't really well enough to give her permission for us to give this away, but
I'm sure she would consider.
but my grandparents gave me the go-ahead, and so, you know, so it's okay. So we're going to give that away, and this is something that means a lot to me, not necessarily because I play with dolls or anything like that, but just because, you know, my great-grandmother did made that. Actually, we call her...
Did make that,
Yeah,
actually.
well, whatever. We call her Gran, and I love her. So you know, we really like to give this doll to someone who really appreciate it. So we've got some different, you know, system for a special giveaway like this. But actually, Chris Lake and Jesse Schimpf are going to tell you about that. But right now, we want to really give you the procedure for our regular giveaways.
To make a donation, you call 927-6404, and you tell the phone operator.
Which are, by coincidence here, Peter Denby and Corey Reed. I just happen to know that. Call. They're two really nice guys. They're going to be friendly, and so give them a call.
They will take your name and your number and your donation, and you can have your donation put under a list for either the Jeff Hostetler football or the Cabin Creek wall hanging or whatever you want.
Or the Fetty brothers work, Steve Fetty with the
Right.
mailbox and Jeff with the candlestick.
You can tell them what giveaway you are most interested in, and that will give you the chance to receive that.
And don't forget the Stephen King book. And that book is actually autographed by Stephen King.
They went through a lot of work to get that.
Right in the front cover. Yeah, they actually, Jason Marks and Misty Springston, that we mentioned earlier, made a tape and sent it to Stephen King, requesting that, you know, he send a book or, you know, or even be on our telethon, you know. But,
we didn't expect that, but,
didn't really
you know.
expect that from such a big name, but we're thrilled to get a book autographed by
Definitely.
Stephen King. So for all of you guys out there that like Stephen King books and would like to have an autograph, give us a call. Anyways, now with that special procedure, we've got Chris Lake and Jesse Schimpf.
First of all, we'd like to show you the book. This is the Stephen King book, and inside, we can get a close-up. There's an autograph in the front cover.
Mouth-watering, isn't it? You see
Make you
it?
that much more tempting.
It is, right?
It's here. And you want to go in more about the procedure?
Yeah, you call in, just tell them the donation and tell them what you want to put on, what giveaway you want to put it on. They'll write you down.
At
and
10 o'clock, I believe it is, we're going to make a list of who has the highest donation under each
I think it's 11.
list.
It's either 10 or 11.
10 or 11.
Well, we'll
somewhere
come
there.
back and tell you that more because
And then that'll give you the chance to call back and either raise your donation or whatever. So you have a better chance of getting the item that you
besides,
wanted.
I know there's a lot of things here. And you can do this if you want to. You can call in and put, you know, so much money on 3 different things.
Yeah.
Now, I mean, if you have that much money, because there are a lot of nice things out, and it's really
And
surprising what we
We
got.
will not turn down any donation, no matter
That's
how
right.
great, how small.
And even if you just call in and tell us that we're doing a great job and that you enjoy the anchors, especially
If
anchors
you can
too.
call in next hour, I will be answering the telephone. You can call in and tell me what a great job we all did back here. And I'll be nice and friendly and all that great stuff. So,
It's not just the anchors. What makes the anchors look so good are the camera people and the directors, the Tylers, everyone working in the studio. Miss Kirby for running the whole thing. She's running
great.
around back there. She's
she's
great.
pulling her hair out, but hey, she's having a great time. We can tell. She's back there laughing. So,
We've got Band-Aids.
yeah, we
Well,
can
works
patch
out,
her
works
up.
out.
She is repairable.
Great thing
Okay.
about Telethon. Well, we're always prepared for these things.
Exactly. We have a Jeanette Fisher-Bowlby story to tell you about. The reporter was April Schimpf. She's a junior at RCHS. By coincidence, she's my sister. and she's a third-year broadcasting student, so hopefully one day I'll be just as great as she is. And
Yeah.
maybe. And I'm sure she'll tell you that I won't be, but anyway. And she was named Teacher of the Year. She's a music teacher at Spencer Primary Center.
She used to be a band teacher
She used to be a band teacher.
at
She
Spencer
taught,
High School, at the old Spencer High
and she
School.
taught band at Reedy for a while too. Whenever I was too little to be in band, I was still a band dreamer.
I never went to Reedy, so I don't know.
Yeah, well, it was a great place. But anyway, I guess we'll show you that tape now.
Fun singing the songs that she picks out.
Yes.
Yes. Do you have anything special that you like to do with her whenever she comes in here?
Sing and use the instruments.
You like using the instruments. Does she help you? Do you like doing all the hand motions and everything to get into the songs?
Yes, it's fun.
Do you like having her for class?
Yeah.
Yeah. Does she do fun things with you?
Yeah.
Yeah. Does she make music fun?
Yeah.
That's always good. Each year, Roane County selects one teacher as its County Teacher of the Year. This year, Miss Jeanette Fisher was selected as the County Teacher of the Year. Miss Fisher, what programs do you do here with the children?
At Spencer Primary, I teach preschool through 4th grade general music, and in 4th grade we also learn recorders, which is what the classroom in here is doing today. At PTA meetings, I do 5 programs a year, 1 musical with each grade level, and we did a 4th grade musical at Christmas time, and now we're preparing a 1st grade, a 3rd, and a kindergarten for the spring. The 3rd grade that you guys were looking at a little while ago was called Every Day is Earth Day, and it's all on conservation and recycling. So they'll include some of the lesson in their science class and their social studies class.
How do you get the children involved in the musical programs?
The musicals are easy to get them involved in because they always include rock songs and rap tunes, as well as theme songs and slow songs. So they seem to really get into it and learn the songs quickly because of movements that go with the words.
How do the children respond to the things that you're trying to teach them?
And you guys like them? They usually like it. If they don't like it, then we work toward making them like it, changing songs, changing pages, changing whatever the concept is at the time to something that they like more.
Were you surprised to get the Roane County Teacher of the Year?
I was very surprised to get Teacher of the Year because art, music, phys ed, they're not usually recognized as academic classes, even though they are. And people think because we have so much fun in the classroom that we're not really teaching, and yet we really are teaching over 600 students a week. And it's a lot of fun, though.
In the 12 years that you've been teaching, have you ever changed your methods to have to suit the children, or do you kind of have a basic thing that you teach and then you go along with whatever the kids like?
For every age level, there is a basic way to teach, starting with very large, basic concepts and moving into the more defined concepts, such as the 4th graders started in 1st grade learning how to read music off the board. Now they're reading out of a book and playing their recorders, and next year they'll be prepared to start band or choir. So no, I've changed to be more fun and have more of a good time in the classroom, but the basics have pretty much stayed the same.
Will you be able to keep your standards up in music, as a lot of kids, don't really want to settle down and try to be in band or choir because it's not cool or something? You get that a lot in high school, but do you stress that with the kids now that music really is fun?
I haven't had to. They've just had a good time here. I think what I've tried to stress is it's not microwave learning. You can't practice for 30 minutes and you've got it done. You can't even practice for a year and be done. You know that from when you were taking instrumental lessons. So I'm hoping everybody will realize they have to do this more than just 1 year to be good at it, if they want to be good at it. And most of them do.
Okay. That was Miss Jeanette Fisher and our Roane County Teacher of the Year for 1995. We hope to hear more things from her and see a lot of her programs and musicals and things that go on at Spencer Primary Center.
Hello, Roane County. We're back live at the home of the Raiders, Roane County High School.
That's pretty fun to say that, because it's the first time that we've been able to say that on television.
Right. Well, it's great thanks to a grant from that Miss Kirby worked. We ended up with some cable out here, and also we want to thank Helicon Cablevision because they absorbed a lot of the cost of the labor for
because we can afford it. So, you know, that's
Right.
why we need your support, so we can
Right.
afford things like that.
Definitely, but something that does not require money. We're going to go through that surprise giveaway procedure that we were talking about earlier. What happens is when you call during the last 15 minutes of a designated hour, like for example, the doll that I had will be on from 8 to 9 o'clock, and if you call the last 15 minutes of that hour, you don't necessarily have to make a donation. We're not going to discourage that, but you don't necessarily have to make a donation. We're going to put all the names into a basket, and we're going to draw out a winner. So, and we just want people who would really like to have, you know, a doll. Or also, we've got some other giveaways. We've got an Afghan that was made by Farrah Reed's mom, or grandmother, I believe. Sorry about that. And also a rug that was made by Meredith Ellis's grandmother. So we've got a lot of grandmother type products going on this evening.
We have some new donations that we've just received, so let's go over those. We have Susan Hardman gave $25, and that brought us to our $100 total.
Right.
So,
And she is our English elective teacher.
yeah, we'd like to say thanks. We really like that class, by the way.
It's a great class. You should take it.
Anyway, and Stephen Martin just donated $150, and that brought us to $250. So we're doing wonderful.
Well,
First hour, that's wonderful.
there's some great donations. Usually, don't be afraid to donate $5 or $10 because usually that's all we get. So don't be embarrassed if you just want to give us $1 or $5 or $10.
Any bit helps. So.
Every little bit helps, and that's not necessarily a little bit. I mean, you know,
Right.
you sort of understand that when you get to be a teenager, and you have to put
You
gas.
learn to appreciate money.
You put gas in your car and stuff like that. But you know, we want to thank all these people. These are really big donations. The 4 donations we've got this evening.
Right, definitely.
$250. So that's really great. We've
That's super.
yeah, well, we've had a really great hour here with you, and we hope you've enjoyed us. And it's been a lot of fun to kick off the telethon this year, my last year as a Channel 2 staffer. Laura's got a few more years. But coming up in the next hour, we've got some new anchors for you.
Amanda Steller and Jessica Gandy for Anchors 1. They'll take our place. And for Chris and Jessica, it will be Amy Whited and Amanda Drennan.
So we hope you keep up the support, and you know, seriously, call in and just say you're watching. You know, we'd really appreciate that.
Call in and thank Gerald and I for being on here.
Well, you don't necessarily have to do that because you know.
I don't think the other anchors like that very well, but
No, they weren't really into that. So you know, let's see what they have to say about it though. Let's go then.
Well, I think that me and Chris have done a much better job than they have, but that's just my opinion. And if you agree with me, you can.
I do believe so.
I believe so. I mean, for first-year students, we're doing pretty good. And I will be answering the phone next hour, so whenever you call and make your donations, you can tell us.
And tell them how much better me and Jessica were.
Exactly.
Please. Just fill them in on that, because, you know, when you're back here in the studio, everything is up here and it's not so clear. So you call 927-6404 and tell them how much better we were.
Exactly.
Dear Lord.
Okay, we'd like to tell you about some of the stories that are coming up next hour along with the new anchors. They're having stories about the B.S. Goodrich, Monarch, Kelwood, and Mimi Webb. Nichols Graphics, Deluxe Trophy Plus, and Joe George Profile. So, sounds like a next interesting hour. And
We still have some giveaways, and we got those calls that came in. We don't know what they were put on. We don't know what giveaways they were put on. But we are holding one right here.
we still have the Stephen King book.
We still
and
have the wall hangings.
the candlesticks
candlesticks.
that are to my right. And to our left, we have all kinds of other items, the mailbox, and the quilt, and the Afghan, and the baby doll.
And those are the special giveaways.
Those are special
Just
giveaways.
call in at the end of every hour. Call in and tell them,
Tell us
I
you were
like this.
listening.
If you can't donate money, this is your chance to get a giveaway.
And feedback is always good. That's what makes our broadcasting class so great.
and it
People's
helps us.
feedback,
It helps
yeah,
us.
whether it's bad or good, at least we know what we need to change and what to make better. So,
We prefer good, though.
yes, good is always better, but
First-year students, we're going to have more first-year students on, and they always need the moral support and coming on. And Gerald and Laura, other than their few comments about who was better,
yeah. Well,
they have done
anyway.
a great job, and They are the experts when it comes to this. We're new, and
Yeah,
they're
I
the
believe
ones
you'll
from
see
last
both of
year.
them one later on this evening too. They both are on here a couple more hours, so
But don't worry, we'll be on too. We will be
8
on
to
too.
9, Laura
8 to
says.
9.
8 to 9. So you
Yeah.
just, I think
Watch
Laura
8 to 9. Watch 8 to 9.
8 to 9, yeah.
No, just do that. Laura's family, you better be watching 8 to 9. She may get upset.
Yeah.
And you got to put up with it. She's not 18 yet. You still got a few years.
That's
So
right.
You better be watching. Remember, we still got all these stories coming up, and the whole cast changing. We change cast every hour, from directors, assistant directors, into the anchors, and it's going to be great. So y'all stick around. We're going to go out and
And
get some
remember,
cookies.
keep those phones ringing. And I
Yep.
guess we'll take you to a station break right now.